something popped in here that I liked a lot, and I want to draw attention to it. Carrie, what I like about this, obviously there's some things that, I'm not crazy about. I think you could step out of the way. And it's personal, right? Like some people feel like, well, I need to be in my videos. I'm just saying, like, when you're in the house and you're in the way, I can't see me. I'm just seeing you, and I need to see me. But the videos are great. What I love here is guidance, patience, innovation. 3 core anchors that the brand is promising and providing in 3 solid words. And these are words that I called attributes. These are words you can design. They're descriptors of a brand that can be designed. I love the typeface. I love the call to action button. I'm in love with this. I'm not crazy about all these logos. I don't know what purpose they're serving at all. If they are serving a purpose, Carrie, it would be good to just put some copy here to let me know why I'm seeing all these logos. Maybe this is where you market property. Maybe this is a seller proposition. I'm unclear. So like, I think if I'm unclear and I'm in the industry, people are likely more unclear.
Yeah, by the way, if those are publications that you were featured in or that your listings were featured in, that actually could be a really punchy part of what makes you unique and makes you stand out from the average run-of-the-mill agent. But you do need some copy to explain what it is that we're looking at there. And also, I'm not if it is important, I'm not sure I would choose like a light gray scale for those logos. I'd actually make them pop off the screen even more.
Well, that's a good point, Andrew. Like, I would probably put this not in white. I would offset it in a brand color, but I'm not really seeing brand colors here, but I am seeing color. Like, okay, this is a color hack, but this photograph has got an incredible color palette. And you could, so it's a lot of color. So I would also look for stable, calm colors. I mean, that's a calm color. Her dress is a calm color. The shoes, the lace, the straps here is that's a calm color. That color, look at the way these 2 colors bounce off each other with the there is a brand color. I know this is just the outfit that you're in, but this is how you chose to represent the best of you, the most authentic you possible in this image. Why couldn't this be your color palette? And you build a palette of these colors, this color, that color, all these colors, and then you start deploying them out into, so there's so much here that I like. I like Meet the Team. I like that, okay, the team has a leader, it's Carrie, but it's not all about Carrie. It's about a team. So now we're going to meet a team. I love the use of words. Like, if any of you have gone through brand strategy with us, you know that that part of the brand DNA and part of the framework is we come up with attributes, single words that become, just think of each one of these guys as an ink well that you dip your fountain pen or your feather pen into every time you write. So if these are the things you're representing, then all your marketing should tell one of these 5 stories. And so she's anchoring her audience into 5 things that they can anchor on and depend on. The design of this is beautiful. Well, this is just another color palette, but I would pull some of these blacks into that other palette, which would give it a real stability to like anchor some of those colors. Maybe not that dark black, but maybe more of a charcoal ash black. All these photos are wonderful. Everybody looks like they're part of the same band. There is no like one, well, maybe Edward is the outlier. Well, maybe some of them are. So if you notice, a lot of these like have backgrounds, but this doesn't have a background. So being real finicky and picky about consistency. like as a visual direction, as these are good. This, there's no background, there's no depth. I think the Carey team, there should be depth here. That's fantastic. That's a little bit too bland. That's an in-between. This looks like I don't know, I'm at a lineup. I'm about to have my like prisoner photo taken. Edward, we need to get you one of these type of shots with like a nice background. Um, I don't know. I think what we're looking at here sans a few little tweaks. I like this. Yeah, this is a good example. I like the typeface. Let me see the logo. All right, so what she has here is she's got the main primary logo, the Carey White team. She's got the short form KW, which Carey, I would only caution you on the KW. There's a going monogram is there's a lot of monogram logos, but I thought you were with Keller Williams. Because I've seen so many different varieties of Keller Williams logo. There is no more, I don't know what the actual official Keller Williams logo is. But because KW, there's a lot of KW signs out in the marketplace. Maybe not exactly where you are, I don't know. But I think the Carey White team might be a candidate for something that isn't KW, just because of like that can create conflict. But then I like the fact that you've got this other typeface that works in certain environments. And I don't know what the brand guidelines are, but if there are rules around how you use this handwritten in certain moments where like you want to put a personal touch on something, I think this is wonderful. Luxury presence, these guys, in the grand scheme of like who's better than who, Luxury Presence sits way further up at the top of the totem pole of vendors. So not surprised that they did your site. Okay. Sorry, Andrew. I know I commandeered your thing, but like I wanted to come off of an example of like we're pointing out a lot of bad and show like some good. Andrew,
Uh,
she uses the term here, and I'll point to this. This is not good. It's not good because the word featured is on every single website. And so this does not feel like it's the right word for the Carey White team. The Carey White team has an identity, which means it has a look. It should have a sound. It should sound different. It should express different. So what are these? It's a simple question. What are these? Well, these are my listings. These are my properties. These are my homes. These are the clients that I am representing. Well, just say that. Uh, it becomes really easy to not see the things you see every day and not realize that they're not right. But man, look at how these are presented. This is like a portfolio. I gotta hand it to Luxury Presence. I don't know who drove the creative. My guess is Carey. My guess, Carey may be very creatively involved in this because this isn't typical. But kudos to Luxury Presence for working with that creativity. But this is common, Carey, and you're not common. None of you are common. You're all original. You're all your own people. Use your own words. Go through your websites and look for every single word on there that is generic and change the copy. Say it like you would say it.
Yeah, it's one of the best I've seen, Carrie. Well done. And we're probably neighbors here in LA, but really impressed. I think that there is a question around the home search on your site and whether or not that's positioned as well as the rest of your site. But generally speaking, especially on the homepage, I think you have the right order of operations in terms of what you're marketing. So thank Carrie, and feel free to reach out personally if you want additional context on that piece of it.